welcome to Daisy Little Shed Shop. Today I'm going to show you how to make a plant pot out of a scrap piece of wood. Pretty cool. It's a simple make. It's a good way to use up those bits of scrap that you have everywhere. Well, if they're big enough, that is. So stick around and I'll show you how to make it. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take scrap board like this, and yeah, this was part of a nicely warped board. Pain in the jacksy that was. So I'm using what I can out of it, which isn't a huge amount, but if I can use it for something, I'll use it for something. If I can use a little bits for something else, I'll use a little bits for something else. But at the moment, I have a pattern on that, which was masking tape, and then I Pritt sticked the pattern on because that is the best glue in the world. I don't care what people say, best in the world. Oh, it might not be, but that's my opinion. And it's the easiest thing to use in the world, right? I mean, you literally just boop, undo, and then boop, 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 boop. Job done. Sticks paper to anything, almost anything. Probably doesn't stick to the glass. I never really tried that one. Yes, so there we go. That is on there. So it's masking tape, pattern, and then sellotape. Sellotape's brilliant because it lubricates the saw blade when it goes through. We're going to use a Pegasus number 3, modified geometry, reverse tooth. We're going to cut that out. I have marked a pink line on this, as you can see. Now I've done that to run with the grain of the wood, so hopefully it's a lot less visible when we come to glue it back together. Let's go slap this on the scroll saw and get this cut out. Excellent.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Gardening.
Good job. Okay, so while I was cutting out the scrap, while I was cutting the waste off, turns out this piece of wood is a real piece of crap. This happens anyway. It's just scrap. This is waste. So I thought it's all right. You know, maybe I just cut it a little bit too thin, you know, too close to the edge. And then I looked at it and realised that actually it's gone straight through a knot which goes perfectly through the wood, which is a pain in the jacksy. Because that, as I was looking at it, I thought, okay, maybe it's just on the outside edge. Maybe it's just on that one side. Well, obviously, you know, if you can see, it goes all the way through. And then I looked at it and gave it a little bend, and I thought, damn it, that's the whole way through. This is still in one piece. But obviously, each time I cut this out, the same thing's going to happen, or is it? So I looked at it underneath. That looks absolutely fine, except if I give that a bit of a squeeze, there is a crack opening up in it. You see it? I see it. I can hear it cracking too. So I'm thinking every single cut, that's going to come apart. So the only thing I can think of, my CA glue that likes to creep into wood everywhere. Maybe that will stabilise it. Oh, I hope it does. So I'm going to have to use the boy to hold this open while I try and glue his fingers to it. Lovely. Excellent, let's give that a go, shall we? I have no idea if that's going to work. It might work, it might not. This might just be destined for the bin. I hope it's not destined for the bin, because, you know, originally this piece of wood cost me an absolute fortune. Do you want gloves on? No. Silly boy, you've not been learning. I'm going to go wash my hands anyway. You won't wash your hands if they're stuck to it. Fill the gap with this, hopefully. Oh, like that. This is going to creep in there with any bloody luck. Squeeze! Pour it away. Damn. That's just... What's that sound? Oh no! Oh. No! Pull! Ah!
That was the sound of it sticking to...
Watch your fingers, watch your fingers. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh, bugger. Time to Dremel away the blue roll, which is just mental. That just got in my mouth. I just sent that off. I wasn't wearing my mask, and now my nose stings, my eyes sting, and just to rub some salt in the wound, this happened.
Watching you wear a mask.
Yeah, that one probably should have helped.
Do as you were told.
It's always a bloody I told you so, isn't it?
Yep.
Always.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Not this monkey. Okay, that was really bad practice of me. And yes, I should have had my face mask on. I mean, it's right behind me. I should have had that on. I do not suggest trying that at home. That was painful. Think that crack is secure. Let's see what happens. Back to the scroll saw. Oh, I forgot to press record. How stupid am I? It's exactly the same as what I did for the first three that I'm doing right here. So, I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. Never touch the blade this side when it's on. This side's absolutely fine. Can't cut yourself on that. And you'd be hard pushed to cut yourself on that. And you'd be hard pushed to cut yourself on that with your finger. With a nail? Oh, that was an idiot move. Stupid man. We still have this crack, so I'm hoping if I need to I can pour some more glue in that and stabilise it, but I don't know. First of all, get these off and see what happens. I'm hoping that stabilised it. It feels like there's no movement, but critical juncture, I suppose. Taking off the pattern, well, seeing if we can take the pattern off, see if it hasn't been super glued to it. Let's take off the pattern and see what we're left with. I mean, I hope it stays in one piece. Otherwise, what was the point? Off in one! Yes! Get in! Da-da-da! Now we've got something that we can work with, right? Yes, we do. I can feel it. I can feel where that super glue actually got all the way through. That is incredible stuff. There you go. CA UK. Ultra thin. I mean, I said it before, this stuff runs like water. It really does. But the fact that I managed to pull that in from this side and that has creaked all the way through to the other, and we just put a little clamp on it, that's incredible. That's incredible. I'm still going to stick some straight down that crack on every single piece, because all these pieces, although they've got to be glued back together, well, like that, they are very thin, especially when you get to just how flimsy the big one is. Glue that back together, although this one shouldn't need anything because obviously this is the one which we started with. So I'm going to glue these back together. Like that. I think I'm going to have to hold these. I don't think Lucky Bands is going to work on this one. Let's do that. Let's try not to glue oneself to it. Good idea. That was incredible. See how that soaked straight into that wood? God, it absolutely stinks. And it wouldn't matter if I had my face mask, my mask on. It doesn't protect me from stink. It doesn't protect me from stupid either, does it? No. Yeah, I know. You can hear Mrs Shedshop. Mask. Gloves. I can hear Mrs Shedshop. Mask. Gloves. I bloody told you so, didn't I? You're an idiot. Well, thank you, my dear. I love you too. Mrs Shedshop's in the house to come and tell me to put your mask on, put your gloves on. You watch. I'm in trouble. I'm not in trouble. Oh my God. Check this out. Look what Mrs Shedshop's just made. Who are you going to call? That is freaking awesome. Oh my God, that is so cool. That is the absolute tits. Yes, it is. It's so cool. Ah! I think we should make a video of her making this, don't you? Hit that like if you think that was awesome. Damn, there's gonna be a lot of sanding. You don't need to see the rest of this part, so I'll continue gluing these and I'll show you where we're at the end of it. Tedious. all pieces, nicely sanded. Good old Dremel. Be careful because they are very fragile, these pieces. When you get them very, very thin, they get very, very fragile. And well, they break quite easily. Hence, I broke the edge on every piece by hand because you can go quite far and quite quick with a Dremel. I did use a 600 grit sanding drum on it. It doesn't take away a lot. And now it's time to glue up. 1, 2, super glue. 1, 2, super glue. 1, 2, 3, super glue. Okay, I can go with that. So there's my orientation. This is my turn. Try and get it nice even. I'm an idiot. So if we can get a nice evenness. Is really just see if you can get it nice and even all the way round. Oh no, shoot, I'm gonna get stuck to everything. No! Well, this ain't good. A little bit too much through there. Shoot. Yeah, I know, you can hear Mrs Shedshop. Wear gloves. I think I'm gonna have to wear gloves. Oh, I've got shiny fingers now. That's set up instantly on me. Damn it. Make sure it's the right way. That one. Going back. This one went that way. This one. It's going back that way. Same again? I think so. Voila! Very cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels. If you look here, left to right, to keep the grain very similar looking, all the way down, all the way through, all knots in the same areas. And it could go taller, I suppose, if you cut out more concentric rings. Clean up all those little bits and I'll show you the finished product in a minute. That is how this one's come out. It's quite big. There you go, that is this pot. I think this one's more like a plant pot, which is quite cool. I like it. It's very cool. And considering this was a scrap piece of wood that, as we found out while we was working on it, was literally falling to pieces, it's managed to be stabilised quite well. And I think it looks quite nice. So I've just hit this up with some Halford's Body Shop lacquer. This stuff's amazing. It dries so quickly. It's insane. That is this. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe as well. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. Give it a go. Click for notifications and we'll see you again soon. I hope you liked the video. Give it a try.